welcome to another episode of Sit Down, guys. You got your host Ernest and Jordan, and we got a very, very special guest today. My dog, out the sandbox, whatever you want to say, whatever adjectives you want to say. Second team All MAC Bowling Green cornerback J.O. Jordan Oladokun, man. Welcome to the show.
Appreciate y'all having me, man.
Hey, but I just want to say real quick, I said second team. I believe you should have been first team, but I don't vote on those committees or whatever. But, it is what it is.
Nah, you definitely should, man. Let's get right into it, bro. Appreciate you hopping on the show, bro. Been knowing you for a long time. Definitely since probably like 2015. So going on 10 years. So just going on for your journey. Just to start from the beginning. Just how'd you get into sports? Obviously, I know your brother, big influence in your life. Just who put the ball in your hand early on?
It was really my dad. I mean, I have an older brother, so just watching them out there when I was a kid, throwing the ball around in the front yard, and just seeing like my brother do everything that made me want to get out there at an early age, and probably had an advantage on everybody because I just would watch him and do everything that he wanted to do. So my dad and my brother really made me want to get out there and start playing the game at an early age.
And little people know, man, Jordan's brother, Chris, Tampa High School football legend, man. Jordan, Jay Minor, I know you can speak more to that than I can. He was a little older than me. But this brother was like that. The Sickles,
it was nice. Yeah, his brother definitely was the truth. I know I didn't get a chance to personally play against him. I know our schools did for 1 year when he had transferred to Sickles, but obviously with him being a big name around the high school area and real football fans really know about him, just seeing the type of skill set that he brought to the game. And obviously with Jordan being able to look up to that and seeing that his whole life, definitely like a big reason why he probably took after it too. So was it just football in the beginning, or was it any other sports that you guys grew up playing?
So my brother grew up playing football first. I played baseball. That was my like sport growing up. Like we all thought that was gonna be like my bread and butter. We all thought I was gonna be in the MLB. When I was a kid, honestly, like truthfully, I didn't. I liked football, I liked basketball, but baseball was always just something I was very good at and I loved. And then obviously when I got older, I ended up quitting baseball and focusing on football. But baseball was the sport that I started with, and sometimes I wish I would have finished with, but here now, so it's all good.
And Jill, man, like many people may not know how close we are, but I've seen you, like I said, I've seen you, for a long time. I'm like Jordan, close to pushing 10 years now, being friends, bro. Just let people know about Jordan, man. Jordan probably the most competitive person I know personally. Every time we go hoop, bro, like we be playing out there, me, Al, we be out there just playing around. But then Jordan always the guy to keep us in the game, and then we all turn up at the end. They just win. Just talk about where that competitive fire comes from, bro.
Just being the youngest in my like out of my immediate family. I have a sister and then a brother, so I always had to be competitive to like be able to hang out with them and kind of do what I want. I always practiced with my brother's teams growing up. So I was the smallest, the youngest, and the only way I was able to practice if I was competitive and try to be better than them. Mm-hmm. So just being around my brother and his friends so much, and my sister, and just always wanting to be better than them, just made me like the competitive person I am today.
Yeah,
what was the age where like you finally could start beating Chris and things? I know like being a younger child or a younger sibling of someone older than you that is like a Division I athlete, like you said, like it makes you grow up faster. It makes you want to try to be better than him at things faster. Like, what was that age for you? Like, when you was like you finally could start beating him at things.
It was different in every sport. I mean, football. Hopefully we'll find out next year. But basketball, it got to the age where I was like 15, 16, where I could actually play him and beat him, and it actually like was a real game. Baseball, I'm a little cocky with this one. I was practicing, so I was 8 years old, and he was 12, 13 at the time, and I would always practice with his team. And his coach was always like, "Man, like you're better than Chris right now." And I take that back home with me. And my brother was a good baseball player, but
you
I
would have
was
been a brother though, right?
yeah. At that age, I was super advanced because I would practice with my team at 6 to 7:30, and then practice with my brother's team from 8 to 9:30. So I was just always out there on that baseball field. So it was just like always had that upper hand on him. So I think of baseball probably around that 8, 9 year old range where I was like better than him. But every other sport, I mean, football, we never played each other. So, like I said, hopefully we can figure out next year who has the upper hand. But basketball probably around like 15.
Okay. Yeah. Hey man, let's talk about your journey. You know, they know you from Tampa native. Let's talk about your journey because you had you went through a lot of schools and like a lot of went to different schools and had to adjust and adjust to new schools along the way and play with new teams. So you went to Academy de Lakes. That's what I know about. That's where our story started. That's where our story started. With Academy of Lakes, they playing 8-man football. Then you went to Gaither. People ain't even think you can go to Gaither. I ain't forget that. I forget when I tell people they ask me about Jordan. I said I was there with bro. And ain't nobody think he was gonna go to Gaither and do what he did, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I really, really stand on it. Like I really I tell people that bro, a lot of people ain't think he was gonna do it. Ain't know y'all was here before that. Now everybody be Jordan this, Jordan that, Jo this, he's so good. Oh my gosh, he's the best player I ever seen, man. Forget all of that, bro. just talk about that, man. Like your high school journey.
It was definitely tough. I mean, like you said, I played 8-man football in 9th grade, and probably nobody knows that about me because that's not something I talk about nor I want to gloat about. But I had like 12 interceptions as a freshman at Academy at the Lakes, and like everybody was laughing at me basically because it's 8-man football, and like for me, like I would brag about it because still you have to have a skill set to play football regardless.
Obviously, yeah.
But it wasn't against the best competition, but some type of skill set has to sit in with you to be able to do that. And so I wanted to play college football, so me and my family knew 8-man football wasn't going to get me nowhere. So I went to Gaither, went to the school where the coaches coached my brother, so we can trust them with me and be able to like show my skill set as well. And going into my sophomore year, that's the biggest hate I've probably ever had in my life, just because they're like, oh, when you get here, you're playing with the big dogs, it's 7A football. This is like the Lakelands, the Armwoods, the
legit, yeah, all teams legit
teams. And at the time, I was scared as hell. I'm not gonna lie. I'm going from playing and having 12 interceptions to not knowing like what's gonna happen. And just like that first game, I played my best friend Kyle, and I had 2 interceptions, and it like kind of like shut everyone up around like the Tampa Bay area.
Yeah.
And after that, it was I just took over. That confidence built back up in me. I had 8 interceptions as a sophomore, and everybody still had questions and doubts, but that's just a part of the game and built on, and now I'm here.
Yes, sir. Best cornerback in the nation. I'm gonna keep saying it.
Facts. No, that confidence piece, just want to harp on that a little bit. What do you feel like the confidence does come from? Do you feel like you needed to see that success to build that confidence back in yourself, or did you already feel like it was already in you? You just needed an avenue to show it.
In high school, I just need an avenue to show it. College is a little bit different game. And we'll probably talk about college and stuff later. But in high school, it was just like I just needed an avenue to show it. I knew at the time how good I can be if I got to that platform and was able to showcase. And I mean, I still played Team Tampa 7-on-7s. I was still around those guys that were still like elite. It's just I didn't play at a high school that was elite, so I couldn't showcase on a national level.
Gotcha. Did you have any regrets like freshman year, like not going to a big school? Because obviously with you playing Team Tampa with a lot of guys, especially at that time where there was a lot of guys that may have been ranked ahead of you. That because I remember specifically you said I'm the best DB in Tampa. And even me at the time, I was like, ooh, I don't know. It's some dogs. But the thing is, like, you said it and like you actually meant it. And the fact that like everything you said, you backed it up. So like in terms of like playing with all those guys, like was it like something like you knew that you could compare to because you guys been playing against each other?
Freshman year, do I have any? So I was supposed to go to Wiregrass. Funny story.
Yeah.
My cornerback coach.
I remember this.
I still train with to this day. He was actually at Wiregrass, and that's Jordan senior year, Daniel senior year, and I was supposed to go there and just learn, like basically just learn from Jordan. That's a Pasco County legend. Daniel was really good in high school, so just learn from them and like try to take everything I can. And when Coach Dub left, we kind of were at the spot where it was like I had to stay at Academy, and I don't regret it because Academy kind of made me who I am today. Like as a man and kind of as a football player, it built that confidence. I don't know if I would have sat behind Jordan and learned from him if I would have been that player I was at a kind of an early age as a sophomore. And so you just never know how things would have shaken up if I did go and learn and kind of take that route instead of playing my freshman year and seeing it for myself. And then the Team Tampa part, I knew like I could belong because I played with them and I played with those guys. Those guys, I mean, there's still some guys on the team that kind of doubted and because where I was and who I played with and how small I kind of was in high school. But it was never a big deal for me. When I made that tweet, I believed it. I mean, people didn't. People had some better numbers, better offers than me, and I didn't care. Like I believed it. I knew what I could do. So it was just more of like that confidence level, like I was talking about, like letting the college coaches know and kind of like Tampa know like who the best corner was in the area.
Yeah.
You showed it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he definitely showed us all, by the time your time to Gaither. And some might even say you're a Gaither great, but let's talk about like your college recruitment, man, because some people may and may not know that, you committed to Iowa originally, but then you ended up not going to play at Iowa. Just talk about, when did that decision, all the give it all. I know, but I want you to go ahead and tell us, Jordan.
So I'm gonna kind of take it back even farther. So Jordan knows about this because I was with Jordan when he was at Penn State.
Yeah.
So I went up to Penn State and loved it. Told Jordan, I stayed with Jordan for 3 days when I went there. I was like, man, I loved it. I want to be here. But at the time I was a junior. This was like probably like my 5th offer. It was like my second like big time offer.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I think I want to come here. And I told my dad the same thing. He was on the trip. And Jordan, I wish I kind of would have listened to, the younger generation. Cause it's like, Jordan was like, hey man, like you could wait and you'll probably get this and this offers. But if you want to come here, if you see yourself coming here, come here. And I remember sitting there like my dad was like, nah, just wait to see what offers and more offers are going to come in. And that's kind of like my biggest regret. Like if I can go back to that situation, I would have committed to Penn State probably that day. Who knows if I would have ended up going there, because you just know how coaches are. They might have wanted this dude over you, or just Alabama might have came in. Who knows? But if I could go back, I would have committed to Penn State that day. But fast forward, I ended up getting
Jordan, how many offers you had out of high school? I forgot. It was in the 30s, wasn't it?
Yeah, like 42, 43.
Dang, I know that much.
Yeah, I had to let him say that real quick. I knew the number. I just wanted him to say
Nah. Because that's kind of something you always remember. But all the offers started coming in, like everybody was telling me, and that was probably the worst thing that could happen for me because I was just on top of the world. You guys know me. You guys were around me. I didn't think I could do anything wrong, and I kind of knew I wanted to play like in the Big Ten. Felt like watching certain corners come out of the Big Ten. I felt like me and them had the same play style. And I saw for Iowa dudes like Desmond King, Josh Jackson, that like guys were that playmakers that they put on the field and they developed, and those two dudes were Jim Thorpe Award winners.
Exactly.
And so at the time Iowa came in, and I wanted to get away from home, and I committed the first time. Was excited, thinking I was going to be there, and COVID was a big thing because I took zero official visits in my life, so I didn't know, like I didn't get to visit any schools, all on Zoom at the time. Mm-hmm. Fast forward, we get to about or we get to like summer, and all these schools are like just kept contacting me, and I'm like, I don't know if like I was right. I'm scared, like I'm in Iowa, I've never been to the Midwest. So I was like, hey, let me decommit, open it back up. And I was this close to going to Louisville, committing to Louisville. But we found out like a couple of days before they wanted to move me to safety when I got there. And I just knew that wasn't something I wanted to do, and just knowing my skill set, I didn't want to do that. So I committed back to Iowa and was like, look, I'm here officially now. And they were excited. And about like 2 weeks before signing day, everything just crashed down for me. I was it was a kind of a difficult part, like in my life. I couldn't take no visits. Senior year was just so crazy. I had all these people telling me different things about what they think I should do, and I let it get in my head. And it's funny, people think like Iowa dropped me. Like, no, Iowa didn't drop me. I decommitted. And I thought, me thinking like the dude I was, like a Penn State will come out of the woodworks and come get me, and that didn't happen. And so I ended up committing to Sanford, where my brother was. And no shade to Sanford, but I always knew that I was going to be a 1 year pit stop. Let me get in, let me play, let me show coaches I can play at a college level and get out. And that's what I ended up doing.
Nah, I didn't even know a lot of that. And then just based off of your experience, what advice would you give to the next high school kid going through the recruitment process? Because like we have other guests on the show, like, yeah, it's a blessing to have the recruitment process, but it's super stressful. So what advice would you give to the next kid going through that?
Don't chase offers. Don't chase certain schools. I mean, you could probably say that, Jordan, you might have done that with a couple schools, or really wanted that school that bad to come and offer you. Don't chase it, man. If you really like a school, jump on it and stay there, because these coaches and being at a college level, they're trying to look out for them and their families as well. So like a school, jump on it, stay there, and build relationships with them.
Hey, man, I just want to tell you, Jordan, I don't know if I ever tell you like this and up, but like I'm really like proud of like the growth we've had, man. Cause like, I remember the days we couldn't tell you nothing, bro. You just, I know I'm gonna do this, and that, you know what I'm saying? And now, you just so much different now. You actually like you take feedback. Like, I got my dog back, you know what I'm saying? That was what but that was so long ago now, like 4 years ago. I don't even know. It felt like so long ago, but yeah, man. Just to see the growth and development now, just proud of you, dog.
Appreciate it.
But I feel like just with you in the position that you played, I feel like if you didn't have that mindset, you wouldn't be where you're at today. Because if you have the mindset that like no one can tell me nothing, yeah, obviously it can affect you in some ways, but like if you were to be that person that were listening to all those people saying like what you can do, that may have prohibited you in your journey. Because like you said, like you've been doubted you're pretty much your whole life, especially being a little brother to someone who was already successful. Then you go in the academy route and playing corner. So I feel like with your mindset and that confidence, if you didn't have that confidence, you may not even be where you're at. So that's definitely respect seeing all that growth though.
Appreciate it.
Let's start talking about your collegiate career at Bowling Green, man. I remember when you first told me you was going to Bowling Green, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm like, Bowling Green? Where? Hey, and love the Falcons.
I did the same thing. I thought I was going to Kentucky, so.
No, you talking about what's their mascot? Blue.
No, the
Wildcat.
Western Kentucky.
Oh, Western. Oh, okay. But yeah, like I was saying, when you told me you was going to Bowling Green, I had to look it up. Figure I'm like, oh, okay. And I guess I like Bowling Green now. You feel me? But
Thanks.
so just talk about your time at Bowling Green, like what you love about it, like and what you looking forward to this season.
It's been great here at Bowling Green. It was a blessing in disguise. Not kind of, it was a blessing in disguise for me. I kind of needed to be at a place where there's not much to do. I can just lock in on football uh and accomplish my goal. It's a college town, so you still have that party life um and going out and meeting new people, but there's not like Six Flags here. There's not like I'm not in a big city. It's not much I can do to get in trouble. Like
Mm-hmm.
I can just come in every day and lock in on my on a task, and that's what I needed to do. And being here, they came in and opened me with arms, and um I can't thank them enough for giving me a chance to even come here. And now we're having like kind of a Tampa pipeline of kids through, and I kind of brag about this in the recruiting staff room. I'm like, yeah, I kind of started that Tampa pipeline and bringing kids in and Tampa guys being dogs here. But it's been good. They listen to me, I listen to them. So it's been a good time.
Nah, that's definitely something that's good to hear because there's a lot of kids that definitely look up to you, especially that's coming behind you. But I'm not sure if it was Bowling Green or if it was Sanford. But what was your welcome to college moment, or a moment that you realized like, oh no, this is different from high school?
So at Sanford, I didn't really get one. I didn't play Florida that year when they played them. And no offense to like the other like FCS schools, but I didn't really have like one at Sanford. The welcome moment was when we played UCLA my sophomore year at UCLA in the Rose Bowl, and we're playing against Dorian Thompson, Robinson, the dude that on the Browns, and we're playing against Zach Charbonnet, the running back for the Seahawks, and they're running read options, and their line is pulling to the corners, and they're like, whoa.
Just like, right there.
I'm sitting there like, well, I got to take this dude on and tackle Zach Charbonnet. Like, this is a dude that, he was a beast in college. And that was kind of like my welcome, like, okay, like, I don't know what I need to do, but I need to come back. And my junior year, I got to train right. Sophomore year was kind of like, I'm thinking, well, I'm at Bowling Green. Like, I'm not at Michigan, I'm not at Penn State, I can get away. Like, no, like you still have to train here, like you're in the MAC, like you're at a Michigan or you're at a Penn State. And I think that's like the biggest misconception about playing in the MAC and playing here at Bowling Green. Like, you still gotta like bring your stuff.
Yeah,
you still gotta train, you still gotta be in the film room just as much as a dude at Bama or Michigan. So that was my like welcome to like college moment right there.
So what would you say? So your first year at Bowling Green, you had no picks, but this upcoming season was your breakout season, your best season since you've been at Bowling Green. You had 4 picks. So talk about like the struggles of not getting picks your first season, and what was the experience getting that first pick this season?
So being like having no interceptions, that was like super like rare for me. Like in high school growing up, like I've always like picked the ball off. Like even dating back when we were talking about I had 12 my freshman year, then 8 my sophomore year, it was like I always turned over the ball. And I found myself here at Bowling Green trying to force those situations and trying to always, I need it. And that's what kind of hurt me my sophomore year. I was always just like kind of, I want it, I need it, when reality just let the game come to me and see, make the play when it happens. And then my pick this year, that was the greatest play of my life. I mean, I'm in front of 100,000 people.
You tell them where you got your pick at, bro. Go ahead, tell them. Go ahead, tell
them.
Yeah, at the Big House versus Michigan.
It's JJ McCarthy, supposed to be a first round pick. You continue.
Just that like that feeling is unmatched. You know, it was, best feeling. But it only made me hungrier. I wanted to get another one. Right after that, it's not like I just had it. It was like, oh yeah, I'm excited. Like at the time, it's like whoa, like you can't really bottle in like the emotions, but it just made me, hungrier to get more, made me more contagious to, want to get out there and get more interceptions for the team and for me. So yeah, it was just a feeling that I can't even, sometimes describe. It's kind of had to be there and just made that play.
Yes, sir. Did you?
You definitely made a lot of them. Definitely made a lot of them. You definitely had a great year. And then just based off of just all of your matchups leading up to that point, who would you feel like was your hardest matchup, or the person that you had to guard was like, oh yeah, he different? Was that high school, college? Who was that guy that was tough on you?
So I had one in high school. The one in high school was Mario Williams, from Plant. He played at Plant City.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's at Tulsa now, but played at Oklahoma and USC. And he was that guy in high school where I was like, okay, like he gives you that real like rep, that real like yeah. And then in college, I played him my sophomore year. He was at Kent State, Devontae Walker. He's in the NFL draft now. And he was always known about, but like this was kind of when he was under the radar, and we didn't really scout him as much. He had another player named Dante Cephas. He plays at Penn State now.
Yeah.
He was their main guy, and I remember just guarding him in the game, and I'm like, man, like this dude is good. Like he's the best one on the field.
Yeah.
Like he 6'3", runs a 4.4, run a 4.3, can jump, can run routes. He was like the guy that gave you everything. Mm-hmm. So that's the guy probably in all my career that's been the hardest to guard. Gave me my toughest matchup.
Okay. So the next thing is, so like your jump from like that was your sophomore year. You sophomore year at Bowling Green. Then what was the years looking like again? I forgot. Cause you a senior now.
I'm a senior now. Last year was my junior year.
Junior year, then sophomore. So yeah. So what did you do differently, like in the preparation, or was it physical or mental, like going into this season from sophomore to junior year? Like what would you like attest your success to?
Definitely the mental part was big for me. Coming from like Sanford, we really didn't like prepare as much as we do now at Bowling Green. And when I was going through it kind of all caught me by like surprise, and I didn't really watch. I didn't break down receivers the way I break down receivers now. Like every week of my junior year, I always got in my notes, and I could show y'all like breakdowns. Like Michigan, I had Roman Wilson, for example. Like I had what he was best at, what he likes to do, what he was weak at, what he didn't like. Like I'm watching all these dudes, and I'm writing notes from top to bottom of their top 3 guys, because that's what we'll see. So the mental part for me this year was like the biggest thing that helped me was just knowing and preparing a lot. Like I kind of like bragging about this in my cornerback room. I'm kind of like Braun out there sometimes. I'm like telling like our free safety, like, hey, look, like on film, with every time they're in that stack, they're running that double post, so you can like shade to the inside, and that just not only helps me, but that helped. Like that was a young guy that was playing last year, helped him. So the mental part was big, and the physical part was huge because, I mean, even though I ended up getting hurt this year, just that physical part, going home and training with my brother and getting around like NFL guys. I'm around dudes like Antoine Winfield back home. I'm around like all pro guys that are showing me how to work and how to be, like that pro and be dominant at your position. So working with them and just taking tips and tricks from them helped as well.
The tricks. Oh man. That's jail phrase right there. Nobody knows. Tips and tricks, boy.
Nah, and I got a question for you, just being in the secondary. It's something that me and Aaron like to do, like to get creative. So if you could build your own secondary, you can have yourself included or you can keep yourself out of it. But you have 5 positions, 2 corners, 2 safeties, and a nickel. Who's your dream secondary off of past or present NFL players?
So, that's tough.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put me in there. I'm gonna keep me in there.
Okay.
You at corner? You at nickel, safety?
I'm at corner. I'm at one corner.
Okay.
I talk to my coach about this all the time. I don't really watch guys like Sauce Gardner because that's not my play style. Mm-hmm. So like Jalen Ramsey, I respect what they do. They're great. They're great corners. That's just not my play style.
This is your list. Your list.
I'll go me at one corner, Jair Alexander at the other corner. I'll put Trent McDuffie at nickel.
Ooh, dog. You like that.
So we are 5'11", 5'10", whole just around. And then my 2 safeties, I'd probably go
for Quinn. No, playing with you.
Over is crazy.
Hey, J.O. go get that. J.O. go get that.
That's a good one, but I'd probably. I'm a big Florida guy. I grew up watching Florida, and so this is just complete bias. But Marcus May was one of the best I've ever like. I used to look up and be like he was a dog. So I'll probably go with Marcus May, and then I'll put. Ooh, this is tough.
Yeah.
You could take someone from college too. Like if they was a dog in college, you can put them in your lineup.
Oh, Jabril Peppers.
Ooh.
He was a dog. So it would be me, Jair, Trent McDuffie, Jabril Peppers, and Marcus May. Oh wait, I'm forgetting the best. Wait, I'm forgetting the best one. I got to take Jair Alexander out. That's still my favorite corner in the NFL. But I got to put in Vernon Hargreaves at corner.
That checks out.
That was my all-time favorite corner ever. I got to put me, Vernon Hargreaves, Trent McDuffie, Marcus May, and Jabril Peppers.
Hey, that's J.O.'s list, everyone. There it is.
Oh, yeah. That's some stuff. That's a list. Now, I ain't gonna lie. Trent McDuffie, dog.
Yeah, he was all pro this year, bro. He crazy. I ain't gonna lie, he crazy. He probably a difference than winning that Super Bowl, honestly, bro. You know.
Sure.
Yeah.
He definitely was.
Speaking of the Super Bowl, man, let's talk about Chris, man. So some of you may not know, we referred to him earlier in the episode talking about Jordan's brother. Is Chris Oladokun, the quarterback for the Chiefs? You know, obviously not starting, Mahomes, but and he's an NFL quarterback, man. So he's got 2 rings now. So he definitely earned some respect. So I just want you to know, like, we know with you going through your senior year now, and God willing, going to be able to play in the NFL next year. Would you want to play for the Chiefs and play with your brother, or you want to carve out your own thing with another team?
It would definitely be great to play with my brother. I've never played with him, so it'd be dope. But I mean, it's just, I don't mean to give a boring answer, but whatever team give me a chance to, go out there and play. So if I got to play against Chris or Pat Mahomes, whoever I want that competition. But it would definitely be dope to play with Chris on the Chiefs or wherever he may be at. Who knows with the NFL? But playing with him would be a dream come true for sure.
Then I want to talk about my bad, Drew. I didn't mean to cut you off, bro.
Nah, you good, bro. Go ahead.
I know you went to the Super Bowl. The last 2 Super Bowls that Chris was playing in. Like, just talk about that experience, man. Like, you get goosebumps, like just being out there, like, bro, like I want to be here. Like, that motivates you to want to play in one day.
Yeah, the first one in Arizona, that was like when I went on the field and they won, I'm just looking around like I was like in shock because it was like you work so hard. Like I'm working right now to be at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I'm working, like I'm in college still, but I'm working to be like at that position. So just seeing that and seeing like all the hard work like my brother put in to get there, it's definitely like I need to get here. And I'm up there holding the Lombardi trophy, and it's like, damn, like
really though.
Like, it's like speechless. It's a feeling you can't describe, and that was a dream come true. The second one, I'm not gonna lie, they won. It was a crazy win, but it felt like different that first time being out there and holding that trophy and seeing the confetti fall and seeing all like the guys that worked so hard. Just me wanting to be there, and being in that position is just definitely something that left me speechless.
I know.
I know it can get messy, and I know everything is a blessing, but I know you said it would be nice to have a chance to play with your brother, but if you could have a chance to get drafted to any team, who would it be?
Oof, can't ask me that question. All 32.
Oh, I know it's a blessing, but if you,
good answer.
Would you want to go back home, Tampa Bay? Would you want to play with your brother, Kansas City, or is it a city you always want to live in? We here to get messy.
I'll just go with the city I've always wanted to play in, or where I want to like live at. I want to play like or live in Arizona. That would be cool.
Shout out to Cardinals.
All 32 teams, whatever team wants to give me a chance, I would be dope. But I've always wanted to live in the West Coast, so Arizona, Cali would be cool. Nevada.
Woo!
Whatever team give me that opportunity.
Respect.
PR trained, man.
I was about to say, you good. Hey, you're on top of your stuff now.
Jay Miner tried to get him.
PR trained.
But yeah, Jay Miner, hey man, take us to our favorite segment.
Nah, you already know what time it is.
It's our favorite segment.
With all of our guests, some questions that me and Ern really want to know for real. But it's a chance for you to and the fans to get a better understanding of just you behind the scenes, outside of football, some sports questions, some real life questions. So this is a rapid fire round. So I'm asking you some questions. However you want to interpret the question, take it however you want to interpret it. But it's the first thing that comes to your head, all right? If you could have 10 jerseys in your man cave from any sport, who would it be?
Braun, Chris Oladokun, Pat Mahomes, Kyrie Irving, Jair Alexander, Deion Sanders, Travis Kelce, Shaq, Kevin Durant, pretty cool, and Kobe Bryant.
Dang.
You got me with the Kobe one. You got me with that one. I didn't think you were gonna say that. But
I ain't gonna lie. I mean, he caught me with the Travis Kelce one too. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, he be out there with the Chiefs.
I just be around them, so like
respect.
He out there with the Chiefs. Hey man, I'm just gonna throw this out there. He be with the Chiefs a lot, man. So he with Travis. You know who Travis be with. So how is it seeing Taylor Swift? Did you get to talk to her for a little bit? Like, what's up, man? What's up?
So I've been around her like a few times now. The most I've ever said was, "Hey, like, how are you?" It's like the natural just greet and meet. But you definitely feel like that aura in the room of like just who she is and kind of like the greatness obviously she has in her lane. I just, I don't like being that type of like guy where it's like, hey, can I get a picture? Can I do this? Yeah. Like I've literally taken no pictures with none of those, like Pat, none of them. It's just more of like living in the moment, and you could definitely feel that aura of like her, like, oh, like wow, like Taylor Swift is right here.
I remember you telling me, bro, when you was there, you said she moving like the president, bro. I'm like, that's crazy.
Definitely have top of the line security. So
yeah.
I'm already knowing that. Next one, if you can only pick 3 video games to have for the rest of your life, which ones would they be?
NCAA. Now
the new one? Oh, that's something we gotta talk about too.
Now that that's coming out, NCAA, Madden, and Call of Duty. Need a shooting game involved.
Yeah.
Which one are you the best in?
Madden. You know that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I know. Ern might know it.
Both of y'all know that. Big Madden guy.
Respect. If you could sit front row at any sporting event of all time, which one would it be? If you could go back to anyone.
Probably say courtside.
Yeah.
Or field side, whatever.
Yeah, wherever, you know.
When LeBron passed, was it Kareem? LeBron passed Kareem. Huh?
Oh no, he talking about when he. Oh my bad.
All-time points.
Okay.
That would be a dope moment. That's my guy I looked up to. So that would be a dope moment for me.
Nah, that would be a tough one. I was at the game where he passed Karl Malone and moved to number 2. That was in it was in DC for the Wizards game. I think it was my first NBA game was when LeBron passed him for number 2. So now that would be dope. I'm surprised you didn't say the finals, that Game 7 joint.
I mean you have so many good ones that's like you can't. I think that one being number 1 is like wow.
Yeah, that's different. That's something that's never gonna be broken.
Facts.
Yeah, that's different.
Bet. All right, so now we're gonna speed it up a little bit. Ranch or blue cheese?
Neither.
Dang, what you go with?
I don't like ranch or blue cheese. Okay, I'll pick one.
You just get the wing? Just the wing?
Yeah, I'm picky. But ranch, I'll go with ranch. If I had to try one, I'll go ranch. Ranch.
What's your favorite dipping sauce then? Outside of that. You don't like dipping sauce either?
Either hot sauce or barbecue sauce.
Dang, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
He's being himself.
Yeah, respect.
But I'll go with ranch.
Okay, ranch. We'll take ranch. If you could have an NIL deal with any company or brand, who would it be?
A jet. Like a private
I ain't gonna lie.
That's tough. Hey, that's the first right there, dude. That's the first. That's the answer.
I ain't gonna lie. This one hit home for me. I gotta see what type of person you are. I gotta see how you was raised. Who your favorite WWE wrestler of all time?
Uh-oh.
I was talking about this. Rey Mysterio. Listen
why.
My God. Listen why though. Listen why.
Okay.
I loved Rey Mysterio because he was like the smallest one that always just was around, and I was the smallest dude always. So it was just like always like fit in like with like who I am. So like Rey Mysterio was like my GOAT in WWE.
I respect that. The only thing about Rey Mysterio, like, you know, like when you wrestling back home, like with your friends or your brother, bro, you cannot do a 619 on nothing, bro. That's the only thing, bro. You cannot do no 619 on nothing, bro. Nothing to duplicate that thing, bro.
I wasn't too big in the WWE, but when I like watching stuff, it was Rey Mysterio.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I was addicted, bro. I ain't gonna cop. Respect. All right. What's the number one thing that you doing on your off day?
Gaming.
Would you rather be the best actor in the world or the best singer in the world?
Actor.
Wayne or Drake?
Drake.
Oh yeah, we know big Drake God.
Yeah, he a little Drake bias. That's all right. That's all right. If you could pick 3 items on a desert island to bring with you, what you taking?
Definitely like water, like unlimited water, as much water as I can.
Okay.
Can I bring a person?
Go ahead. It's your 3.
Bringing like my brother probably, and then like food. I don't need no technology or none.
What food you bringing though?
Probably like hot Cheetos, Slim Jims.
Yo, hot Cheetos and Slim Jims is crazy.
Survive it out there.
Ramen noodles.
The hot Cheetos and the Slimmies is crazy. Wow. All right, well, that go into my next question. What's your your favorite road trip snack?
Sunflower seeds.
If you could own any sports franchise in any city, where would it be? You got to tell me the sport, the city, and the mascot that you picking.
The Lakers, they got a mascot?
No, I'm saying if you could own if you have your own sports franchise, if you can create one.
Oh, if I can create one.
Where will you be at, and what's the mascot?
Basketball in Tampa. And we'll be the damn, that's tough.
Manatee.
We'll be like the Dolphins.
Tampa Dolphins.
Some type of. I'm trying
You're gonna need some more fan engagement.
We'll got to think about the mascot, but definitely a basketball team in Tampa.
Okay.
Respect. Zone or man?
Man.
Would you rather have your own AAU team or 7-on-7 team? I ain't gonna lie, with Cam Newton, I ain't gonna have my own 7-on-7 team. They wild.
7-on-7.
Would you rather have a strip force fumble or a big hit on the sideline?
Strip force fumble.
Bro.
Interception or punt return? Woo!
No.
Interception.
Okay.
Dang. Grass or turf?
Grass.
Favorite stadium you ever played in besides any of your home stadiums?
Big house.
It was jumping in there?
Yeah, but it's not that loud.
That's what from people they say it's big, but pause, but it's not that loud. But yeah. best person you've ever played against?
Ever?
High school, college, whatever.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Or it could be like that person growing up, they're like, dang, bro, he the truth.
Oh, going like I can Little League too?
Yeah.
Hey.
This kid named House played for the Jags. Nucio Jags. His name was House. And when I tell you, he went to the house every time.
Oh, damn. That boy could name Crib.
He was tough. We all thought he was gonna be like the Nets, like that. Yeah.
Who's the best person you've ever seen play?
Oh, Ray McLeod.
Yeah, he's the truth.
In person, Pat Mahomes, but like growing
yeah.
up.
You know, I agree.
If you can go back and do any game over again, so either like one of your favorite games or a game that really still sit with you to this day that you may not have done that good, what's one game that you can, if you wish, you can go and restart it?
Toledo this past year against our rivals.
Just start that whole thing over. Just run it back, huh?
Nah, when I drifted back on my zone too much, so I had to dive for the pick instead of being able to stay up and
okay.
Go crib with it. We would have won the game off that. So
dang. All right, so now this one, you hear the whole question out. If you can join any all-time great team from any sport, what team would it be, and what position would you play on that team?
Definitely this Chiefs team right now. I play corner.
Ooh.
You're on the run.
I ain't gonna lie, that's a good one. You and your brother went in a ring together. That's crazy. Has anyone ever do that? Has any siblings ever won a ring together on the same team? I don't think so.
We gotta look that up. Might have to.
ESPN be having crazy stats, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, they come snatch you up. Yeah, I might be the first. That's crazy.
That would be
all right. Last one. If you weren't playing football, what would you be doing?
Playing baseball.
MLB. Dang. Okay. Respect. That was all the rapid fire questions. But before we go, I want to hear your opinion on. Obviously, they're bringing college football back. You opted to be in the game? Because I ain't gonna lie, I was talking to Noah, bro. The fact that use existing player on Road to Glory gonna hit different now. Use existing player go ahead and be crazy.
Yeah, I opted in.
Ooh. Hey, now here's another question. What you doing at 600?
I don't mean to set up like I don't know.
Okay.
Probably go to food or something. Might take a little trip.
You ain't at 600 up against Earn and play it for it.
Yeah, I'm playing with Bowling Green and putting Jordan at every position, putting myself at every.
I ain't gonna lie, that's gonna hit different, bro.
I'm telling you, bro. Jail, we talked about this off camera, but I'm telling you, bro, I'm taking all y'all, I'm putting y'all on all one team. All the people I know from Tampa Bay area, everywhere, I'm building one team. I don't know what team I'm gonna put everybody on yet, but we're gonna put them on one team. I'm gonna have Kyle at QB, Noah at the other corner. You know what I'm saying? I think everybody we ever played with or against, I'm putting them on the team.
Yeah, they must be coming to BG then, because
I don't know. Y'all atmosphere may not be rocking enough for NCAA, but I ain't gonna lie,
You gotta see what the NIL package talk about for your player.
your player better not be tripping either on the NIL, Brad. Either you better just come on.
Thanks.
But yeah, man, that's gonna be the end of this episode. Thank you for everybody for sticking around. You know, like, comment, subscribe. Just say thanks again, Jo, for being on the show. Happy to have you here.
Appreciate it.